Oh, you again. You really came back after last episode on the first 15 chapters of this book? Maybe you should go back to that last episode to get a chapter-by-chapter breakdown of this Denver omelet of a book, just to be sure. But I guess if you think you can handle the rest, please enjoy our episode on the final chapters of Remain, a supernatural love story by Nicholas Sparks and M. Night Shyamalan.
Welcome back to Perusing Stinky Tomes. Have you been wistfully glazing your days away while you wait for us to Remain Part 2?
Welcome once again to our Library of Reek, our Library of Duke.
It's like opening up a porta potty and finding a bunch of shelving in there with books.
And the books are fucking terrible.
To be fair, I read the second half of Remain mostly in the bathroom, so I had to do something.
What?
Because it forced me to engage within the themes of this book, which are stinky.
Oh, stinky. Dude, what a fitting... I didn't even clock that. What an absolutely fitting book.
How apropos to read Remain while I take a shit.
Apropos the bathroom. Apropos the big stinky dookie.
I wish I had bought a physical copy like you now so I could have wiped with it.
I don't even know how to start this one.
We're on the second half of Remain. If you did not see the first part,
you should go watch it.
Yeah, if you did not see the first part of our podcast, you should go watch us. We're talking about the Nicholas Sparks and M. Night Shyamalan book, Remain. We are post chapter 15 now, I believe.
We're starting. We're from chapter 16 all the way to the end. This is the final episode on this fucking book. And what a book it is. What a boring book it is. Holy shit. I was falling asleep.
I love looking at my notes in the first 15 chapters. I have a lot up to, I want to say like chapter 11. So we get to like chapter 15. After that, my notes just start to get really erratic and maybe even, some would say, fucked up and crazy.
Yeah, the scribblings of a madman, bored out of your fucking mind, trying to like entertain yourself because the book just is not entertaining.
All of the cool stuff, it feels like, happens in the first 15 chapters. You get the introduction, you get the cool ghoul stuff.
Yep.
Now we're at chapter 16, and Billy, let me start this one off. Let me start off chapter 16. We're fucking teaching the main character how to do his laundry.
Dude, I told you, I hate this fucking main character. He sucks ass. He's a dumb motherfucker. He is so unrelatable. He's so annoying. And worst of all, he's dumb as fuck. The first 15 chapters, you had a bit of like moments where you saw how, yeah, whatever. He was stupid rich. He was out of touch. That doesn't make him stupid. It just makes him out of touch. Starting chapter 16 onwards, he's dumb as fuck. He's a stupid hot boy. And with his stupid ghost wife.
I've always set my laundry out. Maybe it was the way I said it, but after a beat, her eyes widened with delighted shock. You don't know how to do your laundry, do you? And it's oh my God, this ghoul girl is so excited to help me do my laundry. This is freaking awesome.
Oh God.
She's going to show me how to do it.
Dude, the entire chemistry between these two is fucking Ren, ghost wife, Gigi, ghost girlfriend. She's her caretaker, his caretaker, because he's useless.
To summarize, up until the twist that I figured out by I want to say pretty early on in the book, up until the twist, we are literally doing Ghoul Girl shows rich kid how to do chores and the most dog shit detectives work I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, so I'm surprised that you think that there's a twist in this book because I did not find a twist.
I feel like the ending is a twist for if you're a normal person with a head.
No,
with
fucking
no
shot
brain.
in hell. There is no twist in this book. I disagree.
We'll explain it. I'll explain my...
Explain when we get there, because I disagree. I think this has nothing to do with a twist.
No, I think that's supposed to be the twist for if you are normal with a smooth brain. I think this is a smooth brain twist. That's what I think it is.
There are a few things in chapter 16 that made me laugh a little bit, like how she's fucking... She does start fading out more and more. Like she accidentally stumbles on the counter and she starts becoming invisible, because now in this book, anytime anything happens, but like with Ren and fucking Tate, they will constantly go like, don't forget, she's a ghost. She's fucking going invisible, but now she's back. But now she's invisible, but now she's back.
It feels like almost the writing version of, you know how Netflix reiterates the plot over and over again in case you're on your phone in like some shows?
It is the exact same way.
It's not artistic repetition. It's almost not necessary the amount of times he A, goes way too in detail about her outfits, and B, goes way too into detail about we were playing fucking Crazy Boggle and she started flickering in and out.
We're playing crazy. I'm dating Peggy Hill and she's going Crazy Boggle on me, bro.
It's not like the most offensive thing in the world. Like it's not like, oh my God, this is no. I mean the flickering in and out. Like it really is just a technique that is like,
it's just that it's constant.
I feel like it's a bit ham-fisted and constant. We already know she's a ghost, aside from her kind of exiting. It's really just to say, oh my God, there's tension. Oh my God, does she know she's a ghost? Is she realizing it? Like it's basically her tick anytime she starts to get uncomfortable or the world doesn't start to make sense, as she just starts flickering. It's like a ghost ADHD.
Yeah. I do like this line here though. Her mug of tea hovered at half full, no matter how much she drank.
Oh, and remember too, chapter 16 is where we get artisanal boggle.
Is that when we get artisanal boggle? What?
I think it's the owner of the store.
Before that, after a morning where he just learns to do laundry for the first time with his ghost wife. Whoa. He goes to meet up with Oscar, his best friend, and they're the most millionaire people of all time. They're so fucking rich. They're like bourgeoisie type motherfuckers.
Are you talking about, hey, let's go to dinner and go get lobster rolls?
Well, okay, that every time they go anywhere, they eat Oscar's fat
Anytime they go anywhere, Oscar's like, buddy, I need lobster rolls. Oh, I need them.
We can both agree he is 500 pounds, right?
He's got to be 3,000 pounds.
He's scarfing down butter lobster constantly.
They talk about it a little bit throughout the book where he's like, Lorena really wants me to take a walk, so why don't we go for a nice cool walk, because I'm eating too much lobster roll.
I keep slapping my big belly.
I know, they have to make the 18XL super vintage jersey for this one.
When he goes to meet up with Oscar, his kids are playing croquet.
Oh fuck, right, I didn't even clock that.
What the fuck? What kid plays croquet? His 20 million
with
children.
The nanny in the front yard.
It's so idyllic.
My friend, my beautiful friend Tate, my Escalade is so sticky from all the children residue. So why don't you and I go for some lobster rolls and maybe a light brisk and maybe a walk, and we'll leave these children alone in their sticky croquet.
He's like, oh, I need to buy more board games for my ghost wife so that we can have romantic-ish stuff happen, I guess. Also, I just want to say, you were absolutely correct. Ren does own the game store. This is when we learned about it.
Yeah, that's her old partner, because she stocked the artisanal boggle, and nobody bought the artisanal boggle.
Artisanal boggle and Scrabble. She is apparently, what does it say again? My former partner special ordered it because she was passionate about boggle. Who the? She is
Peggy
literally
Hill.
Peggy Hill.
Peggool Hill.
Ren is Peggool Hill.
And this is one of our 3 suspects that we'll get into later.
Yes.
The store owner. We're trying to solve. Now we're in the solve her murder era. So
this is when we learn that.
Well, I mean, you got to talk about like you got to talk about Nash's. You want to be a regular? You should be a regular. You should shop here. How pathetic he is.
Oh, he's really.
You get a 10% discount if you're a regular. Would you want to buy artisanal boggle? You want to be a regular? You want to make out with me?
You're a regular now. You will come back. You will do this for me.
Wow, Tate, you're so likable and affable. I can't wait for you to interrogate me out of fucking nowhere in like, I don't know, 3 or so chapters.
Please come back and antagonize me in front of everyone. This is when we learn that Nash stole money.
Is this the chapter where it's like he was embezzling from the store?
This is also when we learn that every day, like she is reliving 2023.
Yeah, she's reliving the like week of her death, essentially, up to the festival.
Yeah, this is also when we learn about that she's actually married and going through a divorce. Chapter 16 has a lot of setup for no payoff, actually.
Yeah, well, we're learning about Nash and Griffin. Do we also learn about Dax, our third?
Dax is later.
Yeah, I feel like this is the last appearance of the ghoul friend.
No, it's not, because this is the one where...
This is, I think, the last horror one.
This is the one where she just goes, I couldn't get away. I couldn't get away.
Yeah, it was she tilted her head one way, then the other, tendrils of her long hair snaking toward my face. I heard an unnatural clicking in her throat before her mouth opened, her jaw dropping lower and lower, elongating her face into something from a nightmare. Her words finally emerging as a screech, I couldn't get away.
How that's described literally gives me... You ever seen the wolf that goes like, oh, God, and the fucking like jaw drops on the floor? That's exactly what that's describing.
So her jaw opened crazy style in Nighttime Ren. I think this is the last ghoul appearance of Nighttime Ren. This is actually maybe the last semblance of any horror in this book, I would say.
The book is described as horror and a romance, and I'm gonna be honest, both of those are almost true.
This book, it's fucking mom slop. That's how I categorize it. It's 100% mom slop. The first half that we read previously, I was really thinking that there might be some more to this. Like, I really thought maybe some kind of M. Night Shyamalan twist, but it's like the most basic...
It's so uncreative.
It's the most basic media literacy twist you've ever read. It's actually... cookie cutter, and I know that Nicholas Sparks is very cookie cutter romance, but I had no idea how I could see any supernatural romance book and they would all go like this, beat for beat.
It's super generic, uncreative as fuck. Chapter 17.
Oh, this is when fat fuck billionaire and loser fuck millionaire walk on the beach and eat lobster rolls and talk about ghouls.
Yeah, they go down in P-Town. For some reason now he starts abbreviating Provincetown to P-Town.
Well, he lives there now. He's appropriating the culture like any billionaire would. It's like when Elon Musk starts ripping his face off of his face if we put him in the Hellraiser cube.
I do like this amazing line right here while they're casually walking down Commercial Street. But with the sky growing even more pregnant with heavy clouds.
That's prose. I wouldn't put. I mean, like, I'm the big and round guy, and even I have heard like
really
the clouds. The clouds are gravid with rain about to burst. It's more about like the
So
weird, this is
man.
like I find this more. Well, I find this more with male authors is this kind of and like male authors especially with something to peruse. This is something that you'll see kind of the more you read, the more you'll notice this. But it's kind of a need to feminize nature is where it comes from. So it's
maybe it's a straight guy thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably reading too much into this, but this is something that could be seen as like a need to maybe for Tate or maybe for Nicholas Sparks to wistfully feminize Mother Nature. So like the rain is pregnant, it's gravid with rain.
Bursting water babies on the people of Earth.
Plus, there are only so many ways to work around it. I don't begrudge Nicholas Sparks for saying the sky is pregnant with rain babies. Like it's...
Yeah, I'm just bringing it up because when I read that, I thought it was funny.
Fair. I thought the dialogue was really bad in this scene because I really found it funny that it's so much wasted room. They're just talking about, I need to walk. I got to exercise. Promised Lorena that I'd take regular walks while she's back in Newton. She thinks I don't get enough exercise. Do you ever exercise? What's the point? People get in shape, which means they have to exercise even harder, which means that they get in the even better shape, and on and on and on. It's a vicious cycle, if you ask me. Some doctors actually claim that exercise will help you live longer, I said with a straight face. And doctors used to promote cigarettes on television. I've seen the ads on YouTube.
And everybody close.
It's like, what if a Redditor was a billionaire? This is basically the entire time. The more I read this, the more I imagine that Elon Musk is Oscar.
Where's the line?
Actually, I think it'd be awesome if my house had a dispenser for epic bacon.
Awful. He's the type of motherfucker to have a candy room.
Did you ever hear about the Tesla diner?
What?
Non sequitur a little bit. The Tesla diner that Elon Musk opened that was supposed to be fully automated, and one of the things on the menu was called epic bacon, and it was like $12 for like 4 strips of bacon.
You're fucking kidding.
I'm not kidding you. I don't think you ever knew about the Epic Bacon Tesla Diner.
I need to vomit real quick. Are you kidding? Wait, Tesla Diner. Is it
I got you.
Does it still exist? It still exists.
It's just not.
Oh my God, it's real. Tesla Canada, Tesla Diner.
You can get Epic Bacon there, yeah.
Oh my God, they're playing Star Wars on the big screen.
Yeah, let's see. Scrolling back through chapter 3, I feel like a lot of it is learning about ghoul rules.
No, well, chapter 17 is when we learn about the dog, and his Bingo was his name.
There's a dog that is at a pier, and the dog's in the truck waiting for his owner. That's the whole bit, is to be like, where's the ghoul at? we're learning about like fucking, I don't think that they ever meet the owner like ghoul. Like there's not a second ghoul until the very end of the book, but realistically, like it's a lot of just trying to establish the rules of ghoul.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just it's just being like, yeah, ghouls exist in this universe and animals are attuned to it, I guess.
Which doesn't matter and doesn't come back up in any way, shape, or form.
Of course not.
Later down the line. You think like there's going to be a dog or a cat or something or some kind of ghost interaction with Ren?
Well, no. Polly kinda closer to the end might sense Ren, I guess. But the thing is, the dog scene doesn't matter because we already know that Polly sees Ren.
Polly sees Ren, and
this is just reiterating.
Oh, I forgot he had a cat. I forgot about Polly again.
Yeah, because the fucking book forgets he has Polly.
True. This is where we really don't get the cat until the oops, I fell down the stairs moment. Oh, this is the Griffin info dump part 2 where we learn about the ex.
He comes back home after wasting the reader's time and he hangs out with Ren, and it is oh so cold, and he has to learn about how to make a fire in a fireplace because when I was growing up, our fireplace had always been tended by the housekeeping staff. Oh, please fucking die. It's also when we learn about the so weird. So on a cliff there near the fucking house, there's a bench. He tells Ren like, wow, that looks like a nice place to hang out. It looks romantic. It looks like there's a nice view. And then she's like, that's what most people think. And some guests have sat out there, but that's not why my grandma put it there. She put it there for me. That was my punishment bench. I spent a lot of time there when I was in high school. It was my time out.
God, I forgot about the fucking punishment bench.
The punishment bench. It doesn't come back. Why is that even in the book? It's such a weird detail.
Oh yeah, the bench by the bluff.
It's the punishment bench.
It's situated in a spot where you can't see the beach or even the waves. All you see is water and sky and nothing else. You know how boring that is? The monotony is unbearable. And I'm like, I would fucking love to sit on a bench by a bluff and just look at the water and the sky. That doesn't sound that bad.
Also, the fact that...
sorry, an idyllic view is my punishment. Woe is me. No Xbox, no Chunky Chewy.
Like, when it said like, oh, it blocks the view of a few different things when you sit there. That is a setup for something, right? I'm not insane. This is to set up that at one point...
I think we're too setup-pilled for this. I think there are so many things in this that I think are setups. Like, I thought maybe at one point he was going to learn how to do the laundry and do the dishes and do like cook because, I don't know, he was going to use that to thwart some kind of Home Alone intruder even. And then I was like, it's not the kind of book. It's about the character. It's about the slow character development and exploring these characters, I know. But part of my brain fizzled out and like the ADHD part of my brain really went, damn, I wish there were some creatures in this.
It's the gun, brother. Set up the bench in chapter 17, never comes back. We also get more information in here about the mask festival, how Griffin, her ex, who, well, I don't think she's divorced. I think she's still married to him, actually. So it's her husband.
They're still, in her mind, they're still married.
Yeah, right. Because she's in 2023, the divorce obviously happened, whatever. But
it hasn't happened yet. They're still technically married at this point. She has the papers and the lawyer.
Her husband is in charge of events around town, and he was violent towards her.
We learn about Dax at first because Dax was a friend. Like Dax is a friend, but we don't learn everything with Dax. It's just, hey, I have a friend named Dax. He's really cool, maybe, kind of.
In the assets, in the divorce, Griffin wants the house where they're staying at currently.
You gotta remember, it's on a bluff. It's a very expensive house. It's so much money.
Actually, it is so much money. They say it at the end, but it's like $500,000 for this fucking property.
I think it's like millions. I think it's millions.
Millions? It's
millions
like
for this property. I think they just say millions.
I'm not too surprised by that because they do say like this property is not only the house, it's like a huge fucking outline.
It's an estate. Like, it has a cabin. It has woods. There's a bluff. It's an estate. Like it's worth millions of dollars. Regardless, chapter 18 is where we learn about I don't know how to make a fire.
Basically, all these chapters are just building up a few people to be the suspects of her murder. At this point, he doesn't know that it's a murder, but it's so obviously going to be set up as a murder, even though literally none of these guys are remotely... They're so suspicious that they're not suspicious.
All three of them have motive and opportunity, and all three of them, it's like I don't know, Doug. Chapter 18 is just, I saved a note here where we get into a man should really know how to light a fire. I wrote grug-coated when the main character said that to himself. It's just like, I turned toward her, relieved she was still there, and feeling undeniably proud of myself, despite how ludicrous it was. A man really should know how to light a fire.
This is mostly just like...
but remember, Ren learns about the grapefruit spoon. Important note, Ren didn't grow up rich with her gigantic mega million mansion bed and breakfast. She didn't know about grapefruit spoons. She's down to earth.
Yeah. She talks shit about French cooking, and I want to just real quick...
Oh, right.
Hey, man, snails and frog legs are actually fire and not that expensive. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. It's all about the technique.
Oh, I think all of Chapter 18 is Learn, White Boy, Learn, because that's when he makes the meal, right? That's when he starts to cook.
That's when he starts making a bœuf bourguignon.
Oh, beef bourguignon. Oh, also... Guy who has never fucking cooked his entire life, even with instruction, is going to fuck up. I swear to God, he just cooks it fine.
Yeah, he cooks it perfectly.
Has no knowledge about this shit.
I do want to say, though, but like of all the fucking stuff, I do really like the cooking aspects and everything. Maybe, obviously, like, cooking is my hobby, so I'm going to be more interested in that stuff. But, like, I thought that it was well written. And I thought it was pretty fucking accurate to how you would actually make bœuf bourguignon. I think he should just write a fucking romance cooking thing. Because he's obviously really good at it and pretty interested. Like the way Nicholas Sparks writes about food is really good. Like I think he should do that instead of writing a stupid fucking boring ghost story. Although I will say, I think this part is weird. The potatoes, we keep those in the refrigerator for now. What? Who keeps a bag of potatoes in the fridge? Is that a thing?
I was trying to think if it was an American thing, and I'm like, nope, we keep ours in the cupboard, so.
Yeah, it's in the cupboard. Who does that? It's so weird.
Somebody who doesn't cook for a living, maybe?
Maybe.
Or maybe Nicholas Sparks has one of those rich white people kitchens with like the giant pantry fridge, so they're just like, obviously, they would keep their potatoes in the fridge as well.
That's so fucking weird, man.
We do the food, they talk about travel a lot.
They talk about travel, they have like some stupid fucking romance shit that doesn't really work for me. And then she opens up a bit more about Dax. She mentions how she was talking with Dax about how things weren't going well with Griffin, her like husband at the time. Dax started falling in love with her because he was going through it with his wife. And then he wanted to elope with her, I guess, or like.
And he didn't even have a Trill like symbiote inside of him. The dog shit Dax, worst media Dax I've ever read about. Like it just bring Jadzia Dax in here.
He started stalking her and trespassing her property, and he got arrested by cops because he was being a weird stalker. And then they play fake sex.
The no-touch game. They play the no-touch game. Remember, it's the, let me find the rules here. Can you come here for a moment? I wanted to ask why, but when she brought her forefinger to her lips, I acquiesced. Instead of speaking, I sat in silence, watching the steady rise and fall of her chest as she breathed. I saw her adjust a strand of hair that had fallen in her eyes. Eventually, she began to smile, raising an eyebrow as though daring me to break the silence first. Then she tapped her wine glass with her finger. All right, she said, now you can talk. What was that? A game my friends and I used to play when we were kids before any of us had even kissed a boy. When there was a boy one of us liked, we'd have the two of them stare at each other without it saying anything. It was supposed to be like a movie moment. But back then, don't fall asleep. No one could last a minute. Someone would start laughing or they'd look away, and then you'd really know that the two were crushing on each other. What does it mean that it didn't look away? It means you're an adult, she said, and you're ready for the next game. Ugh. You want to play a game? Ugh. And then Jigsaw appears and he shoots, he farts his ass.
I wish! Instead, they play the no-touch game, a game where they both stand in front of each other and trace their...
They trace their
bodies.
They trace their like distinguishing figures around each other. So like his bulging nose, his bulbous belly, his giant iguana eyes or something. I don't know, like fucking.
And the entire time they play it like it's the most romantic, sexual, like horny thing ever.
Let me bring out the Brendaniel Reed's voice for this one.
Oh God!
Carefully, I used her single finger to trace the air above each of her eyebrows and make ovals near her eyes. Her nose came next, then her jaw, and finally her mouth. Her tongue darted out, moistening her lips. I want to draw you, I whispered when I was finished. I want you to sit for me. Will you do that? She nodded. Only if you raise your hand and spread your fingers. When I did, she started sucking on my fingers, crazy style, moistening each one. It wasn't that, but you could tell.
That part was not in there. But
he gets too close with the no touch game and he breaks the rule and she vanishes. That's chapter 18. Let's move the fuck on.
I want to mention real quick the moistening of the lips thing. Did you also notice
she
that
licked her lips?
It constantly happens. This is the start of the moistening because she can't stop smacking her fucking lips now. He keeps describing her going, like, what the fuck?
I kept looking at her wet, juicy lips and thinking and wondering, maybe if she pulled off her pants and fucking farted in my mouth, my lips would be wet and juicy. Oh, fuck, dude.
You can tell Brendan got bored
I'm
here.
Bored. I'm so bored. It's so boring. Chapter 19 is if you have media literacy, you figured out who the killers are.
Oh, immediately. Just saying real quick, I called it. I fucking knew it was the fucking housekeeping. They go inside and immediately Luis is like, you see ghosts. You are 100% seeing Ren. I am believing you absolutely, and I'm gonna start acting really fucking weird about you seeing the person I killed, because we're past this. We're past this. You're watching the second part of this. Spoiler time. They killed her. Fuck it. Who cares? It's so fucking telegraphed.
Were you cooking beef bourguignon? And drinking Pinot Noir? The child that used to live here also used to eat beef bourguignon and then drink Pinot Noir. Oh no.
We didn't murder her. She drowned. She definitely drowned. She drowned so hard.
I think the reveal for me was what did the police say happened to Ren? Accidental drowning. Though her delivery was flat, I had the sense she was reliving the painful event. She'd been drinking that night. I'm not saying she was drunk, but Grandma got ran over by a bathtub.
Not even trying to hide it. Accidental drowning, but she said it in such a suspicious and peculiar manner. It's
that and the Luis and Reese constantly pushing him to be like, once they figure it out, they're like, maybe you should go away. Maybe you should find another place to stay.
Leave. You should definitely
leave. You shouldn't be here anymore. The breaker is all fucked up. You should leave.
And Reese is definitely like sabotaging the house and like making it weird, unlivable, and kind of uncomfortable for him so that he just fucks off.
You know what? I was wrong. This is the last appearance. Chapter 19 is the last appearance of Ghoul Ren, I think. This is where she's green and gubrious and she's like talking to her and it's like, was it this guy? Was it Griffin or Nash? I don't know. Or maybe it was Dax? I don't know.
I laughed so hard because I was listening to the audiobook while reading. Ren, I called out, if you didn't slip in the bathtub, what happened to you? She went still for a long moment before I heard her voice again. Murdered. Oh my God. Oh my God. The way that in the audiobook he goes, oh my God, he just goes like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. And this is, oh my God, wait, okay, I remember the end of this. Okay, give me a sec. I need to read this, Brendan. Rend, I called out to her. She stared at me in terror. Who are you? She demanded. I couldn't finish. Her arm shot out, her palm extended.
Oh, like in
Though
Space
she didn't
Jam.
touch me, I felt the force like a blow, and I tumbled backward out of the bathroom. She fucking force pushes me.
Oh, that's going to be awesome in the movie. Get a dolly cam on that shot.
Dude, anytime anything happens in this book that sounds so ridiculous, I'm like, imagine it happening to Jake Gyllenhaal. Just fucking cool wife is like, go away. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Ridiculous book. Chapter 20. Where are we now? What are we doing?
We're starting the worst buddy cop movie ever. A buddy cop movie. A billionaire and a millionaire try to solve a woman's murder.
Yeah, but not before Tate explains to Oscar the no touching game, to which he replies, "That game you played sounds mighty sexy." Okay, man.
I gotta do it. You gotta do it in the Elon Musk voice. That game you epic island vacation. Girls for FTW. That no touching game sounds mighty epic, my friend.
Tips my freaking hat.
Tips my freaking fedora to you, and I've put bells on my fedora so you can hear it jingle when I tip it.
Yeah, they talk to Griffin.
I didn't have any notes for chapter 20 because I was still so bored. It kind of reminds me of why I stopped reading Cujo when I was doing my big Stephen King book kick. And part of it was because Cujo is A, really fucking sad, and B, there is so much that King wrote about this fucking advertising agency. And I got so fucking bored where it's like, where's the rabid dog at, man? Where's this sad, like, rabid dog, like, losing his mind? It's like, we gotta like print this shit, and we're gonna have to work on billboards, and we're gonna have to like fucking, and I'm just sitting there going, oh God, this is so much better as a movie, I bet. This is so much better as a movie.
I'm guessing that it's gonna be way better as a movie.
I'm assuming that Remain is gonna be way better because it's going to cut out all of the incredibly boring detective work that is just walking up to somebody and saying, Did you kill this woman? Did you kill this woman?
Did you do this? Did you do this?
Also, like, this book is written like a fucking movie script. It is not written like a book. It's so weird. You can just tell that these are acting directions sometimes, especially during the nighttime Ren sections. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
They get out of the diner after talking about how Oscar knows all these fucking connections. He knows the chief of police. He knows this guy, that guy, whatever. Tate wants to go back to the house. And he tells Oscar, text me before calling me in case I'm busy. And then he says, in case Ren is there? Because you want to play strip poker or make a Denver omelet together? Question, Denver omelet?
I'm going to have to Google this.
You have to go Urban Dictionary.
Denver
this,
omelet.
Please.
Urban Dictionary.
There's no way.
Wow. Okay, let me read this to you. There are a couple options.
I'm gonna love every one of them. Please.
Why don't you pick one, 2, or 3? Which one would you like me to read?
Oh, 1. Let's go for 1.
The act of vomiting while eating out a particularly dirty vagina and then continuing until completion. Number 2 is actually honestly fucking weird. It's weirder somehow. A sex act that also satiates hunger. This is achieved when one partner stuffs one or more store-bought eggs into the vagina or butt of the other partner. The couple then proceeds to have sex in a hot tub. Once the eggs are fully beaten and cooked from the hot tub sex, the couple does a 69.
What?
And the third one is to dunk your nutsack in a chick's mouth and then slap her across the face.
No, that's not. No, that's not it. That's not it. It's surely it's 2. Surely Oscar is referring to making an omelet inside of a vagina. What the fuck?
Another one is just when you loose explosive poops. Made a Denver omelet in that toilet, gamer.
Oh man, this book is making me even more of a hyena than usual. Oh my!
Oh, I forgot.
God.
There's more because I spelled omelet wrong. I spelled omelet. No, I spelled omelet correct. There's one where omelet is spelled incorrectly. When a man puts his rectum against his partner's vagina and poops inside of her, a poo inside of a puss.
Oh God. Okay, we're done here. So I learned that I just looked it up because I know people are gonna be immediately like, "That's an actual food recipe." Okay, I've seen it. A Denver omelet is a different thing. It is like, it has like a caramelized onions and shit in it, I guess. I don't fucking know. It's like a diner omelet-ish with stuff in it. Chapter 21.
The billionaire boys are on the case.
Once again, being so fucking obviously suspicious, he goes to Louise and he's like, I want to know what actually happened to her.
The first half of chapter 21 is Louise telling Tate that completely out of character things about Ren. This is she was spoiled, rotten, and awful, and evil, and nasty, and fucking terrible.
Brendan, you say that, but starting this chapter, after Louise says that Ren actually fucking sucks ass and is awful, Every other character is like, yeah, no, she fucking was awful.
But it's because every
Everyone.
character we talk to are Louise and the 3 murder suspects after this point. We don't talk to anybody else other than Oscar, Tate, the 3 murder suspects, and Reese and Louise. He doesn't interact with anybody. There's no more old man at the pier. The rest of the book is literally just over and over again. Did you kill her?
No.
Did you kill her?
No.
Shut up. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
I'll fucking kill you all. I'll go to the police. I'll ruin your fucking life. I'll get you. I'll make you get a divorce.
I'm probably not gonna lie. Out of the 3 like characters they're interrogating, Nash's interrogation is the funniest, I think.
Oh, 100%.
They just go to the board game store and just fucking ask him 1 billion questions like they are police about Ren. Like they're just overloading this guy with information about his dead business partner.
It is like the most embarrassing like questions, and it feels so edgy and weird. I want to mention real quick how absolutely every single lead that these 2 chuckle fuck detectives get is because Oscar is so rich and he gives donations.
That's honestly the only reason he's able to talk to all 3 of them is because Oscar is rich. That's it.
He just gives money and then people talk to him.
It's the he's going to donate. He's looking into buying stuff for the store.
He learns police information that should be secret and also doesn't really come back actually now that I think about it.
Well, it's that the case it's to come back. That part is so that you know, the reader, that it is still technically an open case. Like it is not a closed case.
It's an open case. It's a cold case, but it's an open case. He gave enough donations to outfit the entire police department with new protective vests. Brother fucking Christ. We also learned that she died during the first night of the music festival.
That it's them talking to Nash for a while, asking leading questions about like, how was Ren? Do you remember Ren as a person? And then it's just, you remember where you were the night she died? I asked, switching tracks. I was at the festival like everybody else in town. He said, can anyone verify your presence there between 9 and midnight? Like this random architect is asking you questions about your fucking business partner and then immediately asks a cop question.
Dumber than that, you're answering. Why would you answer any of the questions? Just tell him the fuck off. He's such a dweebus. Tell that dumbass architect to fuck off.
Remember how smart Tate and Oscar are too when Nicholas Sparks writes, Ren kept a file and the bank has records about the line of credit you accessed. Oscar said, so let's not bother playing games. And remember, they're in a board game store.
It's so corny.
Let me just read this line in chapter 21. This is the full interrogation. And I'm guessing Jonah will want to scrutinize the books to see if you've been stealing from him too, Oscar added. Not to mention that your wife is certainly going to want to know what you did with all that money. Nash was vibrating with rage.
Get out, he screamed. I want you out of here.
Chapter 22. This is a Ren thing. This is when he says like, oh, I was downtown with Oscar. I was at the game store. And then she says, I was at the game store too. Basically just reiterates what happened with the fucking everything. Then he draws her.
Yeah, this is the I need to draw you coming back. It's the
I must draw you.
I gotta draw a cool picture of you. I have to draw you.
This line made me vomit a bit. She glanced at me from beneath lowered lashes. You're not going to ask me to take off my clothes, are you? I laughed. No, it will be a portrait, so the focus will be on your face, but if you're too warm or uncomfortable in your clothes, of course. I waggled my eyebrows.
And also the really good reference to her eyes kind of changing, which is how do you start if you're drawing somebody? I don't know what other people do, but I always start with the eyes because they're the mirror to the soul, she quipped.
Once more, when he starts drawing her, this feels weird, she said, moistening her lips. It's like,
you know what? I wonder if I can control F in my e-reader and find every single time they do the moisten the lips.
It's like at least 3 or 4 times in the last chapters, which doesn't sound like much, but it's a bit weird that it happens so often.
So basically, chapter 22, it's just set up for like the sketch essentially that is important for like the Luis later, and also so that mostly so that Tate can learn a little bit about Ren and kind of like eke some questions out from what he learns from Luis, whether or not that might be like viable, because like Ren did cycle through a lot of friends, but she, they all moved on, or they moved away, or she'd lost touch for them for clear-cut reasons, and it's a lot of like for the reader being like, really, Louise really saying that Ren was spoiled and lost a lot of friends because she was a bratty tantrum child. Chapter 23. starts with one of my favorite lines.
I have a feeling you're going to say the same thing.
For dinner, I drove downtown and sat at the bar of an Italian restaurant, brooding on Ren over a bowl of spaghetti carbonara.
I thought
how can you be mad? How can you be mad over a bountiful bowl of spaghetti? Nobody can be mad in front of a bowl of spaghetti. I need to see Jake Gyllenhaal upset above spaghetti now.
I was thinking the same thing. It's so funny. That's such a funny fucking line. This is when he goes back to the house after eating his big bowl of spaghetti, and then he gets
his angry spaghetti.
He gets like visions that point him towards a shed. And then he goes into the shed. He starts like going through his...
Oh, that's right. This is the Deus Ex Renema. This is the Deus Ex Renema because he got Deus Ex Renema, got Gorbs into evidence.
Yep.
The only reason he finds this shed that Louise and Reese are keeping a bunch of stuff in that they haven't talked to the police about, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, evidence even, is because a fucking flutter of light magically leads him there.
Yep. Literally everything is in this shed, like everything. She has a comprehensive record of Nash's wrongdoing. She has descriptions with dates for everything Griffin has done. And then she finds a crumpled up piece of paper that's a letter from Dax where he's acting like a completely unhinged creep. Like just everything all at once.
Dax's unhinged letter. I wrote a note. Let me just read this paragraph for the listener here. These last few weeks have been kind of torture. I've watched you at the grocery store, holding next to you at the gas station, and even followed you as you rode your bike around town. I've seen the loneliness in your expression. I recognize that despair. We are both empty vessels without each other. He also ends the letter with "Love you eternally." And reminder, Dax has a wife, Tessa.
Yeah, he does have
reminder
a wife.
that he is horny as fuck for Ren to the point where he is stalking her. So that is why he is a suspect, this psychologist. He's pathetic. All three of these dudes are pathetic Peters.
I'm going to be honest. Every man in this is pathetic.
Except for Oscar, who's got a big belly and walks around eating lobster all day. He's not pathetic. He's just eating lobster every day.
They keep doing their little investigation. They go to the Mercy Center.
Well,
they get to go to the Mercy.
It's to talk about it a little bit. They're talking about reaching out to the Mercy Center, and Oscar is here being like, yeah, it's fucking epic, your ghoul girlfriend. But Oscar has the most sane take of anybody once again in the entire book, which is the what if Aldrich decides to close the house again? The concern behind his question was obvious, and I shifted uncomfortably. In that case, I guess I would have to buy the property, I joked. At the sight of his shocked expression, I added, just kidding. Are you? Oscar blew out his cheeks, because right now I'm not so sure. You do understand she's not real, don't you? She died. He's trying to give him a reality check, and he's too into the ghoul.
Okay, but can I be real? The entire time, Oscar is the one that's enabling him. Like, he is 100% enabling him. And but also at the same time as he's enabling him, he's like, this is stupid, right? This is fucking freaky crazy, right? He's ride or die.
He's ride or die. You know what? Oscar may be a bulbous billionaire boy. He may be a bulbous billionaire boy with a lot of brain rot up in his fucking dome, but he's a ride or die.
To go talk to Dax, they have to schedule an appointment, and of course, the only way that they can go talk to Dax instead of just like finding him on the street is with a big fucking donation of Oscar's money, because once again, he is a millionaire.
Yeah, this is mostly them confronting another character and being like, you killed her, you did it.
Fucking and antagonizing this guy who is drinking out of a mug that reads emotional support human, do not pet.
What I love about Dax that I will have to mention out of our three Chud suspects is Dax immediately, our Chud specs for Ren's murder, is that Dax immediately, once they start like fucking pushing him, he pulls out the, oh daddy, oh my daddy, oh don't do this or my daddy will get you in trouble. Oh, my daddy is a criminal defense lawyer, which is, I already told you my dad is a criminal defense lawyer. My daddy's gonna be so mad at you. Don't you dare push me about this. Oh, my daddy. And that's all you need to know about his character is he has a wife that is really fucking like mad about Ren. and that he's a psychiatrist who says, "Ooh, my daddy won't get me in trouble." It's another like, "Ooh, maybe it was Dax." Ooh.
But then he has to sow the seeds of confusion, because then he says, actually, she called me to go to the house. I wasn't stalking her. She was suicidal.
Oh yeah, that's why they pull out the letter. That's why they pull out the letter and they're like,
This is also the last video.
Yeah, by his sister. It doesn't.
This is the least important or interesting one. I mean, it's the most important for the themes of the book.
It's most important to the themes to the book when she reads, she tells Tate through the video.
You must love love. Love is good. Love is so freaking good. You will find love. Love is great.
It's core to the themes of the book, and this is where I realized there wasn't going to be an M. Night Shyamalan twist where she was actually an alien when his sister reads the words that Mike said to her, because they were a doomed relationship, of course. Like, she was ill with her super secret blood disease, but Mike's words to her were, "I'd rather be married to you for a single day than live 100 lifetimes without you." So it's important to the core themes of the book, which is like, love is important even if it is love that is doomed to fail. Like, it makes sense, but this is a lot of like, you gotta love and you gotta open up your heart even if it fucking hurts, you bozo, because me and my husband, even though it fucking hurt, well, like, I'm glad we had that together.
Chapter 24, he wakes up, Ren is there, because she had been gone for a little bit, and he keeps saying like, oh, I should have never try to kiss her because now she's gone forever. But no, of course not. She comes back. This is the chapter where Ren starts realizing that things are not so right around here.
She's like, where's my car?
Where are
all the other guests? What's going on? What's going on?
I haven't seen anybody except you. And this is when she starts slowly realizing that she is not real, or that things are being like supernatural.
Mostly that she's realizing that something is up. Like, it's contextualized mostly as like, where's my car? Where's my, and Tate immediately tries to draw that away, like her attention away from that, because he knows if she starts going down that path, she'll pop out of existence again.
Like, look at my drawing. I drew you. Look at this.
I did make sure to write down I was thinking about Brian and how sad I was when he moved away. Why do you suppose that came to mind? She wrapped her arms around her body as if chilled. I think it's because I know you're going to be leaving too. I've already told you that I'll be coming back. I know. Her gaze dipped. But what if something changes before then? Like what? What if you get home and realize the truth about me? What truth? I felt my heart begin to race. That I'm ordinary. Such a humble ghosty. I'm an ordinary girl. Ghosty. What a humble ghosty.
Such a humble ghosty.
I'm ordinary. I'm boring. I just wear my yoga pants and moisten my lips and wistfully stare out of the window to look at my punishment bench.
Always be looking. He gets a call from Oscar. She fucks off because every time somebody calls or whatever, Oscar just info dumps about stuff he learned from the police chief, I think.
Info dumps about Griffin having another love named Sandra.
He beat her up, I think, or like was abusive to her, so he went to prison and he just got out of jail. And then when he's asked, how did you get all this information? He says, why not? I'm a friendly guy. Everybody likes talking to me. And you know what, Oscar? You might be right. I would like to talk with you. Sounds nice.
Is there anything before going to the festival? Like they pretty much just go and try to confront Griffin again.
They're being followed. They just go around.
That's after because I did want to write during the second Griffin confrontation when they're really getting cop core. Tate is a friend of Ren's, Oscar said, and according to the police, you're one of the prime suspects in her murder. Remember the bulbous billionaire is saying this. What police? The investigation's over. Like Dax, he didn't seem surprised by the word murder. Not anymore, Oscar stated. New information has come to light. I just wrote dog shit under that. Under Oscar saying new information has come to light, I just wrote dog shit.
Yeah.
I just made sure to write, that's a dog shit. That's just dog shit.
They stop eating their fucking lobster rolls. They get in the car, and then as they drive away, they realize that they're being followed. Oh, and it's so spooky.
It's just Tessa. It's Dax's wife following them and being like, stop bringing up this shit. The entire time... this is what made me really think, damn, Tate is a bitch-made boy. The entire time, Tate in his pocket has Tessa's husband's love letter to Ren in his pocket, and he doesn't bring it out and blow up their marriage. Not even once. Like, he's not petty enough.
Not even once. And the worst part is like, he keeps talking about it. Like, in his inner monologue, he's like, I have it. I could do it right now. I could fucking do it. I could ruin their fucking marriage. But he doesn't, because he's such a good boy. What a good boy he is.
It was the letter in my pocket almost seemed to be vibrating, though I knew it was my imagination. It's an Nokia letter. It's regardless, this is just kind of trying to muddy the water for Tate, but Tate doesn't believe a single thing that Tessa's saying. It's like, she's a marriage breaker. She's a harlot. She's a skank. She's a bitch. She's a lover. Fuck my husband undercover.
Pretty much everything. There's no reason to not believe Tessa at this point, because pretty much everything is pointing towards Ren being a fucking, not the nicest person. She does have like Stinky on her.
But this is stuff that we're learning from all of the awful people.
I know. So it surely is wrong.
And it's mostly just to muddy the water. Like, the only way they muddy the water about this mystery is to literally just make everybody else awful. Like, Nicholas Sparks has written every character to be awful so that they all seem like suspects, to muddy the mystery, so that there is some semblance of mystery. It is essentially how M. Night Shyamalan writes characters, which is all of them are awful. There is an interaction with Louise and Tate earlier in this chapter before we move on to the next one, where talks about finding the body, which is another like hint. Like, I'll always remember her that way, as a bloated, disgusting corpse. Where are we? Chapter 25.
Chapter 25. Oscar gets another lobster roll, and then
and Tate eats a BLT. Don't forget.
What is up with the lobster roll thing, man? It's
they're on the coast,
and it's constant. They're coast motherfuckers.
This is to remind you that they're eating lobster. Emily Dickinson slime. After that, we're getting some fucking poetry.
He goes to see Reese, and he asks Reese about shit, and Reese is being weird and saying like, you want to know about Ren, blah, 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 blah. He asks, like, does the ghost know who did it? Do you think the ghost knows who killed her? And then that's pretty much it. And, no, he's like, I think that tomorrow I will know, because tomorrow's the first day of the festival. Chapter 26. There's nothing else going on.
Chapter 25, the one thing I do want to note is obvious, like it's the alarm is blaring here for media literacy folks when it's what's your alibi? Like, was Ren acting strange on the Friday she died? Was she upset about anything? I didn't see her at all that day. I was in the woods. I was cutting up firewood. Which, like, the festival is the easiest way.
A tree fell down and I cut the tree.
Yeah, that's weird, man. Everybody else is saying they were at the festival, like the gigantic fuck off town festival that literally everybody goes to, but you were in the woods chopping firewood, huh? But Tate has rocks for brains, so he doesn't pick up on this.
Chapter 26, it's another Ren chapter. He doesn't see her, but he
makes
hungry,
cock.
and now
he makes cock for her.
He makes coq au vin. He
makes bird for her. I wrote down a note that said bird ? Because there's a lot of birds. Story has a lot of lips and a lot of birds. So of course he's making coq au vin, which is cooked bird.
Did you remember to add the bay leaf? I did. I chopped it up until it looked like oregano. I laughed.
Oh, this was also like one of the most weird fucking descriptor chapters, which I did not like the order of how Ren's outfit was described in this chapter.
What?
Yeah, okay, so like, I'm a big fan for descriptions. You either start from the top, work your way to the bottom, or you start from the bottom, work your way to the top. Kind of how like the human eyes.
Because it was like jumbled?
Yeah, it's because like the way he was looking at her was scattered. It feels like his eyes were zooming around the place like, huh? What? Yeah, what?
Because he's freaking out.
It was that she was dressed for a night in the town. Faded jeans, a green shirt, glittery sandals, back down to the feet, jeans to the shirt, back down to the feet, red fingernail polish, white her hands, her hair pinned up, back up to the head, gold hoop earrings over to the ears, distressed locket around the neck, up to the lips. And I'm trying to imagine me looking at somebody like where I'm like, okay, legs, shirt, feet, hands, hair, feet.
Knees?
And that was just the one note I wanted to make about this chapter, where it's just like the way he describes her.
They play two truths and a lie, and then
don't forget they drink wine. Wine time.
They drink.
I made a note. It's wine time.
Yeah, but Brendan, they always drink wine. Literally every single chapter they are drinking wine. They play two truths and a lie. It gets frisky. He says I love you, and then when he says I love you, they have like fake sex, like fake ghost sex. She undresses and shows him his butt, her bare bottom and vagina, and then they go in bed.
They just get naked in the bed.
And then they stare at each other, and the entire time he's like, I was moaning and she was moaning as we stared at each other moaning, and I'm like, okay, man, whatever, Nicholas.
This is the type of shit where it's like they had phone sex in the bed.
She says, I love you too. We ended up lying in the bed, sometimes exchanging heated whispers and gasps of pleasure. Really? Just sitting there. Imagine that scene in the movie. Just two people staring at each other naked in a bed going, Like, what the fuck? That's not hot. That is the most awkward sex of all time, because it's not sex.
You lay in the bed and I look at your luxurious body and I take off my clothes and make you look at my luxurious body, and then we stand there menacingly moaning like,
Power goes out again.
Power goes out and it's time for Tate to get pushed down the stairs.
Yeah,
I'm awake because things are happening again.
Yay! Chapter 27. Oh, wait, no. At the end of chapter 26, he gets hit on the head by a Mesmerian's name.
Polly is back. Polly snarls.
Oh, hey, forgot to mention something real quick about the chapter where we learn that Ren is murdered. There wasn't one suspect, there was two suspects. Do you remember that? Two shadowy figures. We forgot to mention
shadowy
that.
figures.
Because of course, who could that be? Nonetheless, chapter 27, Brendan. Someone is trying to kill poor Tate.
I know, he's got his head collided with a washing machine and he pulls himself up, and then there's just like, another blow glanced off my upper back as I was rising. And it's like, there's no...
The entire chapter is actually like acting directions. Like it just all of it is acting directions. There's no, it's not like stylized or dynamic or anything. It's just straight up like, then this happens, and then this happens, and then this happens, and then this happens, and then he goes outside.
Another blow,
Louise
another
sees
blow.
that he's blowed. He goes outside. Louise sees him, and she's like, "Oh my God, you're full of blood. Are you all right?" After Louise sees him outside, he notices that the figure that just hit him runs into the woods, and then he calls Oscar. Oscar tells him, "I told you it was dangerous," even though he's enabling him. And then they head to the fucking music festival together. They go to Griffin. They say, "You did it."
His knee is swelling
like,
too, by the way, the entire time from falling down the stairs and hitting his head, and another blow, and another blow, and another blow, and another blow, and another blow.
"You did it. You hurt me." "No, I didn't. I was here all along." "Damn it. Let's go find Nash." They find Nash in a clown mask. "You did it."
You hurt me.
"No, I was here the whole time." "Damn it." After Dax fucking tells him, it couldn't be me. Or Nash, I don't remember which one. He sees a fucking vision in the sky, and he says, "Oh my God, Ren is telling me to go back to the house." He goes back to the house, Brendan. He goes back to the house. Chapter 28. The house is dark. Wait, I was wrong. There's another bath time Ren. Bath time Ren? Did I say bath time Ren?
Oh yeah, but I don't count. Well, I don't count night. I never counted this as nighttime Ren though, because this is the Remember Me segment where like her full murder plays out in like specific detail in like he's watching a fucking cyberpunk scene. Style.
Yeah,
like he's watching the whole thing happen in memory. He's in his mind palace and everything.
Can I just real quick? So this is when we learn that there's not one suspect, but two suspects, which makes it so obvious that it's Luis and Reese. Even the dumbest motherfucker on the planet will definitely know who it is. I want to really quick mention, I couldn't make out much about the blurry face except for the mask. It was a cheap plastic model of a happy face emoji. Brendan?
Yeah.
There's going to be a happy face emoji slasher movie, and it's Remain.
I can't. Well, I mean, we had Smiley, so we got to have this now too.
We got to have that. Well,
you think Shane Dawson's going to be in this one too, or do you think they're going to cut him out?
Yeah, he's going to be pissed.
He's going to play Tate, right? Or is he's going to be Oscar?
This is also when we learn that the fucking locket that Luis is wearing is actually...
It's Ren's locket. It's the full reveal. It wasn't on her body. Luis took the locket.
Does it have any importance?
Aside from that, she took it, and another line for you to be like, "It's Reese and Louise. It's Reese and Louise. It's Reese and Louise."
So she just took it for no reason. Okay, cool. Then that's right. He goes outside, and then he looks, and he's like, "You," I started to say before he gets fucking once more hit in the head. Dude, he has like 1 million concussions at this point. And of course, big reveal, chapter 29, it's Reese and Louise.
Yeah, we get a Ren moment where the bathtub summons her and it's like, "Wait a minute, I'm fucking dead." That's it. That's the whole Ren part. It's from her perspective, and it's like the bathtub summons her.
Yeah, she just wakes up. She sees her dead body. She's like, "Oh my God." She goes downstairs and fucking...
Reese is trying to burn down the house.
Reese is like burn down the house.
Tate is on the couch.
Is unconscious on the couch. She looks outside the window because obviously she can't leave. She sees Oscar driving up towards the house.
Oh, he's here. Tate is in here.
He's in here. You have to save him.
And she locks eyes with Oscar. Oscar sees her. The billionaire has ghost vision now.
As Oscar's trying to go inside the house, Louise from behind gets in the car and fucking
runs him over with a glancing blow,
like a rag doll.
I do love how every hit is like a thud or a blow. It's always another blow, yet another blow.
God damn it! It's so fucking. How are they gonna get out of this one, Brendan? Ren is over fucking Tate's unconscious body, and she's saying, "Wake up, wake up,
you gotta wake up."
But with one tear, Brendan. One sob.
But it's on the verge of despair. She let out a broken sob, and like a miracle, Tate began to cough, his eyes finally fluttering open. Chapter 30. Chapter 30 may have my favorite moment in the entire book, actually.
Oh, please.
We're at the climax. We're at the head of tension. Tate is trying to get out of the house. You know, Ren is trying to deal with all of this shit. And Oscar he's getting run over by a car. The flames are mounting. Fire is burning. Tate has to go and save Oscar. He has to go. He has to do it. He's trying to stop him. He's yelling, Oscar! And Reese comes out from behind saying, why won't you fucking die? In an instant, the house exploded from within. A deafening boom shook the ground beneath me, and every window along the front of the house blew out. The force of the blast washed over me like a wave, and I stared at the conflagration. Chunks of debris rained down. Flames were pouring through every window, and another part of the roof began to cave in. The parlor where Ren had been standing was a blazing furnace. In the distance, I heard the faint wail of sirens. Reese! I struggled to my feet, my limbs numb and my ears ringing. I turned in a circle, expecting to see Reese rising to finish me off, but I didn't see him, not right away. Scanning the area where he had stood just moments ago, I saw the crowbar first lying in the grass, and then a few steps away, the bulky outline of his figure prone, and his head an almost unrecognizable pulp of blood and brain matter. A slab of heavy oak debris, the width of a man's torso, lay blackened and smoking on the ground nearby.
It is so weird. The rest of the book is not that graphic, and then this one's like brain matter everywhere. It's
this is like
up.
This is, you know what this is akin to for me, is watching Phenomena when that fucking ape decapitates that woman.
Real, so real. I love that there's two bombs that happen in this scene. There's one when the parlor explodes and with the sound of a bomb detonating. Afterwards, it happens again.
The super explosion where Ren sent the fucking big piece of lumber to explode Reese's head.
The way it's written, I thought that Reese set up a bomb. Because that's how it's written. Like, you don't think it's a supernatural bomb, and it describes an actual sound of a bomb. So in my head, I was like, oh, Reese planted a bomb and was going to explode the fucking house, which is also insane. But no, it's the ghost. The ghost bomb.
It's a ghoul bomb.
It's ghost wife bomb. It's ghoul bomb.
It's a ghoul bomb the whole time. It's a ghoul bomb. Every little bit of it. It's a fucking ghoul bomb.
The chapter ends with the most cliche fucking line of all time. It wasn't supposed to happen like this, she said, sinking to her knees. As in Louise.
The truth in chapter 31. Here's your ending expo dump.
Yeah.
Reese and Louise killed her because Reese is technically related to her, so Reese probably would have been able to get the house. They did it for the house and the millions of dollars. They killed her because they wanted the fucking house. That's it. No twist. No real twist. It was they really wanted the house, so they fucking killed her.
That's what I said. There is no twist. When you said earlier there's a twist, I don't get what you mean. What is the twist?
I feel like the reason. Well, no, you're thinking of an M. Night Shyamalan twist, and I'm saying there was just a normal.
It should be, because it's an M. Night book.
Well, because
Brendan.
it's a normal twist for a normal person, which is, oh my God, it was Reese and Louise. It wasn't the four people we thought it could have been. It's a twist, Billy. It's still a twist.
I disagree. It's not a twist. It's so obvious. It's just not a twist.
It's not a twist for somebody. A plot twist may be foreshadowed, but it usually comes with some element of surprise. I put myself in the mindset of a mom. This is a mom twist.
Moms are not that dumb. Can we
Yes,
just
they are.
real quick? No, they're not.
Yes, they
are. I
are.
want to put respect on your mom's name right now. That is not okay.
Absolutely fucking not. My mom, the last time I talked to her at the Offspring concert, said, I want Jelly Roll to be my baby daddy. So moms are fucking dumb, actually.
Okay, let's move on. So yeah, chapter 31. He's like in a hospital bed. He's dreaming of Ren, and Ren is like, "You're dreaming right now. Hey baby boy, you're dreaming right now. Let's go to Paris instead of fucking Harrington or whatever." He has a ghoul date in his dreams.
I made sure to mention that they're talking about like the knee because his knee is all fucked up, and I wanted to make note. I really wrote for this paragraph, but I'd already been in touch with an orthopedic surgeon at New York Presbyterian as well as my neurologist and made appointments for a full workup as soon as I'm home. And I wrote, really need the full picture. The knee is important. Well, Billy, that's the proposing knee.
No.
That's the knee he could have proposed. His knee also die because that's the knee he could have proposed to Ren on.
Brendan, no. You are reading way more into it.
I read more into that. It was more fun. It was more fun to read into that than to read Remain.
I probably. When he wakes up from his fucking concussion dream and he says, the doctor had diagnosed me with a severe concussion, I actually thought the twist was going to happen here. I thought they would be like, everything that was all a dream or something like that.
Your wife is named Ren. Your children are Reese and Louise.
I kind of thought something like that would happen and it would have been really, really dumb, but I would have at least laughed. But no, nothing happens.
Nothing happens and nothing ever happened. The most we get is Reese, his knee fucking hurt. He has the Ren dream. He goes back to the burnout house and they have one final conversation that's like, I'm dead.
I'm dead and you have to move on. Also, I talked to your sister and she's okay.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I did. Also, I met your sister. She's pretty cool.
She's pretty cool and she says never give up. And then it's like, oh my God.
Oh, we forgot. You know what? I forgot that I have to read the line during the final Ren conversation.
Oh, God, please.
Where Tate says, I don't want you to go. I want you to remain here with me.
Yeah. I did this. I marked that too. I was like, okay.
But I want you to remain.
There's something about this ending that obviously
I did laugh.
Obviously, it feels kind of disappointing. I laughed so much. This is like the funniest chapter. But the Louise, the murderer, she doesn't actually get charged for her murder. No, they don't
get charged with Ren's murder.
They don't get charged. She only gets charged with assault. That's it.
Also, second weird thing, you bring up characters there. You're like, why did they bring up this character? Why did they bring this character? I have a glaring omission of a character that they never go and talk to and that is never brought up until chapter 31. Ren's divorce attorney that she had on retainer that is brought up literally in this fucking chapter at the very fucking end.
Oh, right.
To remind you that she put in the paperwork for a divorce, and they never go and talk to this person ever, who would be somebody that if you are playing doo-doo cop.
He would know literally everything.
He would know everything about Griffin. You didn't need the miracle box of magical evidence and the paperwork. You wouldn't be able to maybe get it out of an attorney, but like Oscar is a billionaire, and you've been doing this billionaire style the entire time.
I know. Can I just read real quick? This is like actually the final line that Ren has in the entire book, and I fucking cried laughing.
Actually, I have notes about this too because I wrote this is the funniest question to ask a ghost.
I know.
Let me do this in the Daniel Reed's voice.
You want to do it? Okay, so this is Tate talking.
Wait, Ren. She paused, wavering like a mirage in heat. I have to know.
No, wait, in heat in the desert heat.
Oh, sorry.
Ghost wife is in heat.
Wait, Ren, she paused, wavering like a mirage in the desert heat. I have to know, did you make the house explode? And Ren saying, what do you believe? And then she just disappears, gone.
I cannot fucking believe this book, dude.
And then the rest of the house crashes to the ground.
Nicholas Sparks actually went. Yeah, Ghoul Wife made a bomb. Ghoul Wife is the bomb. What?
Just a quick podcast note to end it off on. We get an epilogue. Epilogue is just, I'm dating.
Yes.
That's it.
No.
And also at the very end where he's like, I see a child, but when he walks through the snow, his feet don't leave footprints. Oh, and Oscar and Lorena get their house built.
They get their. Yay! I want to recreate how I read the last line in the book real quick.
Yes.
So he sees a ghost child hanging out outside because ghosts. If you see a ghost, that's because they have unfinished business. Blah blah blah. So he feels the need and determination to go and help the ghost boy. And the final lines are him going outside, and the doorman says, "The sidewalks are icy," he warned me. "Be careful out there." I nod thinking, if only you knew. That's exactly how I read it. And I was like, this is such a fucking credit ending stinger thing. Like,
get me through this. Ghoul friend kind of life, baby.
Remain.
Let me ask you this, Billy.
Yes.
If you were at an airport,
no,
and you saw Moraine,
no,
would you buy Remain at the airport?
Absolutely.
What is our rating system
not.
for this? What is our rating
system?
I'm gonna give.
We need a rating system.
I'm gonna give this. I don't know, like 3 divorces out of 10.
I would not recommend this book to anyone.
No, I'm glad. I'm really glad this truly was a stinky tomb. You know what? We should probably rate. Like, do we need a stink meter?
A stink meter? Like, yeah.
This was a fart in the This was a fart in the hospital elevator.
This was a fart at a funeral.
No, I wouldn't give it fart at a funeral.
This was an eggy. No, this was an eggy fucking fart. Okay, fine. This was an eggy fart in a hospital fucking lift.
I think this is
really stinky.
This is a nurse at a hospital who has been pre-gaming with creatine and taking a lot of protein. Fart in a crowded elevator in the hospital.
This is a Dutch omelet.
This is a Denver omelet. This is a Denver omelet. This one gets the elusive Denver omelet. If you are stocking Remain at your local library, what I would say is get that L out.
Wow, I sure hope next book is another delicacies of the senses, and by senses I mean my eyes, because that's how you read. Thanks so much for listening. This episode would not have been possible without the help from our patrons, such as Alan Diver, Artavagan, Avery Pascal, Boo Pulu, Brain Soup, Brass, Cassandra Crash, Chipples, Chris Chapman, Dirt Eater 2713, Dubiology, DX Studios, Edward McMillan, Eric Scott Gillies, Ethereal, Geef, Generic Phoenix, Guidrion, Heretic Shark, I Love Waifus, I Am Scarf, Jack of All Korgs, Lambda Man, Lucavia, Moraine, Moran sounds like moron, I don't think that's the one. Mr. Starchy, Mr. Shirt, Presta Husk, Rat Supreme, Sponge Guy, The Frost Ace, Toucan Farbin, Tyler Hall, Ulbert, Wake, and Woodstock. Thanks so much for coming by to this stinky library. Our next book is Resident Evil Volume 1, The Umbrella Conspiracy by S.D. Perry. We hope you enjoy what's coming next.